Good Sunday morning, racing fans. Welcome back to horseracingbarns.com. Appreciate everybody coming and checking us out. Yesterday we put out the pick 5 at Gulfstream. It was a $48 investment, a little pricey, but if you were willing to jump, you got back 276.10, which is better than normal. So if you did jump, congratulations, you did good. In the spiral yesterday, we picked the Pletcher horse, who went a little too fast too early. I thought he was game and hanging on to run third, considering that he went 23:46 going a mile and eighth. It's just too fast. Somebody's going to come and get you every time. But he ran well, and got himself a little graded earnings. We'll see. But today, we'll start off today at Gulfstream with race 1. That's a $35,000 mile race on dirt. And I'm going to go with the 6 in here. And there's only 2 horses in here that show they can win more than once, and he's one of the 2. He's coming out of a decent race last time. Not a whole lot to like in here, but I'll go with him. Race 2, of course, starts our pick 4, our early pick 4. It's a $30,000 winner, 3 lifetime at 5 furlongs on the turf. I like the 1, Too Clever by Half for Chad Brown in here. Won his last start at a little bit better level. He's going to need a pace in front of him, but probably going to get it. And I also like number 6 in here, and that's Miss Diller for Juan Vasquez. Juan Vasquez is a sneaky guy. He can he'll pop one every now and then. He's not had a very good meet, but he's better than that. This might be his winner for the meet, his first of the meet. So let's go 1-6 here in race 2. Race 3 is another 5 furlong turf race, and this one's for allowance optional claimers. I like the 6 and the 8 in here. The 6 horse, I got to get to it, is Spike the Halo. Coming off 2 straight wins, stepping up in class a little bit, but obviously likes the distance, and Sormo sticks with it. I'm going to use him. Also, you only use the old veteran Awakino Cat. It's an old 7-year-old who's made a lot of money. He's won 10 races in his life. He hasn't run since September, but he's been working regularly ever since he got down to Florida. Sam takes care of Linda Rice's horse down there. I know she likes this horse a lot, and I think he's got to run big here off the break. The X factor in here is the 1 horse. He hasn't run since 2010, but he's coming over from Europe, and he's got a great pedigree. I'm going to try to beat him, though. I'm going to use a 6 and 8. Race 4 is a 7 furlong, non-winners of a race other than optional claimer. And I like the 2, 5-Star Mama, who's coming off a long layoff, but did win her first time out of the box. And it's always a good angle when a horse can win its first time out. Usually they turn out to be decent horses. 3's in that same. It's coming off a maiden win last time out. First time with Kirk Zadie. Broke its maiden at Tampa and is shipping over here. It's a kind of a step a little risky, but I still think the horse will run good. And my last horse in here is a 6, Brown Eyed Nance. And this is a sneaky little filly. She's only had 1 race since November. It was just a decent, even effort. She did get in a little trouble. One of the horses in here beat her that day, but I think she's going to turn the tables and run a bigger race. So we'll go 2, 3, 6 here in race 4. Race 5 is a $30,000. Now winners a 2 lifetime at a mile. I'm going to stick with only 2 in here. I like number 4, Truly Devoted. Mike Maker, the speed of the race, probably likely favorite. Won its last start. Going to have to be caught. The other one I like in here is the 10, who had 1 race this year, and that was at a mile and a 16th. And I just think maybe it has a right to improve a little bit. Has never won on turf, but has a good turf pedigree. For Josie Carroll, Mirage sticks with it. I believe this horse will improve. So we're going to go 4 and 10 in here, and that makes our pick 4 ticket look like this: 1 and 6 with 6 and 8 with 2, 3, 6 with 4, 10, and that's a $12 investment for a 50-cent bet. Maybe we can get lucky here and make us $100 here for this 12. Race 6 is a bottom level maiden claimer, so maiden 12.5 at 5.5 furlongs. Not going to spend a lot of time talking about this race, but if you had to make me pick one, I'd go with 1 Foot Wedge, who ran second last time out at this level for Jason Service, who's had a great meet. Possible upsetter in here for me is the 3 Red Zone Flyer, who ran a mile and a 16th turf race last time out, dropping back to a sprint going for 12.5. You know, he didn't run a jump last time, but, you know, maybe this is where he belongs. If you made me pick, I'd go 1-3. Race 7. That gets us started on our pick 5. And this is a maiden $25,000 claimer, 6.5 furlongs. I'm going too deep in here. I like the 4 Meru for Michael Marina, first-time starter. Have a good sire half hours. Been working well. Rajiv Mirage, probable favorite. He does well with his first-time starters. The other one I like in here is the 7 Cash Belongings, who's coming from a mile, $35,000 race and dropping into a sprint. Ran decent last time out, going that mile. I'll use those 2. Race 8 is a maiden special weight at a mile on turf. And it's a pretty good race, pretty evenly matched group of horses. And I think you have to spread in here, so I'm going to use 4 of them. I'm going to use number 6, Counselor Cabot for Todd Pletcher. Nothing else needs to be said. He's won 62 races at the meet. Obviously, anything he sticks out there has got a chance. Castellano. Number 7 is Sheba's Secret for Roger Atfield. Been training well up at Payson Park. They thought enough of this filly to run her in the stake at Woodbine last year as a 2-year-old. She obviously has got some talent. I'll use her. And 8 horses, Claire's Song for Dale Romans. Has a turf pedigree. It's all 4 of her starts have been on dirt. They're finally going to try her on grass. She fits in here. And number 10 is Irish Wedding for Eddie Keneally. 2 decent races on grass. One at Churchill, one at Ellis Park. Coming off a layoff. Been working well. We'll go 4 deep there. 6, 7, 8, and 10. The 9th race is a other than optional claimer at 6.5 furlongs. And this is another race I believe you have to go wide in. I like the 3 Sky Willow, filly that broke her maiden in her first start. Once again, this is a good angle. I like horses that can win right out of the box. Jonathan Shepard got a great pedigree. Number 4 is ABK for Ralph Nix. A very impressive maiden win in her first start. Came back and run 4th in the stake. Hasn't run since October, but I'm sure she's ready. Let's go number 7 in here. And that's Air to Dare from Michael Marina again. Off since January 20th. Broke its maiden that day. Impressively. Been working well. My top pick in this race, though, is the 10, You're Kidding. And that's for Christophe Clement. A guy who does a lot of his horses run good on grass. This horse has been a dirt horse all of her life. She's done well. She's had 1 race since July, and that was a 3rd place finish in the slop after a slow start. This is probably the likely my top pick in here if I had to pick one. But I would say go deep. 3, 4, 7, 10. Race 10 is a mile on the turf for 25,000 open claimers. Pretty competitive race. I like number 3, Liberty Cap for McLaughlin. Horse woke up last time, run a big second at this level. Rajiv Mirage stays with him. Number 8 is Fisherman's Wharf for Peter Walder, going from 5 furlongs, stretching out to a mile. Ran good last time, big number. First off a long layoff. Has won 11 times in his life. Obviously likes to win. Number 9 is Gaelic Storm from Kanani, who's a likely speed in the race. Also a horse that likes to win, getting up in age, but he's ultra competitive. We'll go 3, 8, and 9. And this last race is a maiden 35,000 claimer at a mile and 1/8 on turf. And there's a lot of ways you might want to go in here. I'm going to step out on a limb here and go with number 1, Very Special Lady. The horse has taken a little bit of a drop. Hasn't run since December. It's her first time down in Florida. Has been training well. And just got a sneaking feeling that McPeak's going to have this horse ready to go. The likely favorite and the horse to beat probably is 2, Dream Spell for Christophe Clement, going from maiden special weights down to 35 claimer, but did not fare well at Tampa, and I believe these horses are just as good, if not better, than the maiden special weights at Tampa. So we'll go with the 1 there in a single. That makes that late pick 5 a $48 investment. A little pricey, but if you did that yesterday, then this is no problem at all for you. And that ticket looks like this: 4, 7, with 6, 7, 8, 10, with 3, 4, 7, 10, with 3, 8, 9, and with the single in the last leg. And if you get to that last leg after having those first 4, you're probably going to cash something anyway for 4 out of 5. Well, anyway, good luck to everybody out there. Enjoyed doing this for everyone. It's been fun. Next week we have is Florida Derby week. Got 2 big preps next week: the Florida Derby and Louisiana Derby. Looking forward to that. We'll have a couple of special articles on Monday and Tuesday, so tune back for that. Good luck again to everyone, and may the horse be with you.